Hello everyone, it is Jazz here. So I'm just going to start off by saying if I seem like a little spaced out or a little low energy in this video, it's because my allergies are so bad right now that I feel like I have a head cold, so I might have a little bit of a sinus issue sounding crazy thing going on, and this has basically led me to have to change like my whole plan that I had for videos this week. Like, I actually knew what I wanted to film this week, and now I'm like, I don't have the mental capacity to talk about any of this, so new plan. On the bright side though, I did get newly inspired to make this video, which is a video about my top 3 favorite books to read when I'm sick, because let's face it, trying to rest is really flippin' boring, and sometimes you want to read or watch something or something of that nature while you're just trying to lie still. Here are my top 3 books that I have personally tested or have been tested by family members for reading while you're feeling a little gross. And if I can make it through this video without burning myself in my tea or needing a tissue, it's gonna be super fabulous. First book that I would recommend is The Princess Bride by William Goldman. Now, I have personally tested reading The Princess Bride while having like a horrible flu that was just heinous, and it actually worked for me. Usually, sometimes it can be kind of hard to get into that paragraph mode when you're feeling sick, but I can actually get into this really quite easily, and I guess there is a reason why the grandpa reads this to the little kid in the movie, because it does oddly make you feel better. It's got just enough high adventure and romance to make you like feel like, oh, I'm in a fairy tale and I'm escaping, but it also is pretty funny in my opinion, and laughter is the best medicine, am I right? And also, if you get the illustrated edition, you have some fabulous pictures to look at, so that's an extra plus. Of course, there's those times when you just feel so dang terrible that you feel like I need to listen to an audiobook. Like, literally cannot focus my eyes on words. And audiobook wise, I had a really good experience listening to Tarzan of the Apes by Edgar Rice Burroughs. Now, I listened to this book while I had a horrible case of bronchitis. Like, I couldn't even bend over to stretch and still breathe, like it was that bad, and I literally curled up under a blanket while wearing like multiple scarves and sweaters and listened to Tarzan of the Apes. And again, just good adventure, escapism going on, lots of action and things like that. Doesn't make you like think super hard, but it makes you think just enough. It's like one of those kind of books. And I listened to the audiobook of this from LibriVox. LibriVox is a app that you can get on your phone, and basically what it does is it has volunteer readers read public domain books, so you can get some of the books that they have on there totally for free because they are read by volunteers. They do have some books that you can pay for, but most of the classic novels like this one are totally free. And the reader for the version of this that I listened to was very, very good. Now, the next one was not personally tested during my personal sickness, but my mom has tested this out a couple times, and she can vouch for it being a good sick people read, because sometimes you just can't do the paragraphs, like I said, when you're sick, and you don't maybe want to do the audiobook thing either, so you have the graphic novel option. So our suggestion, me and Mom, for a graphic novel to check out while you're feeling yucky is Marvel 1602, which was written by Neil Gaiman. Basically, it's a lot of famous Marvel characters and what would they be like in the year 1602. Very interesting story. You don't really have to get to know the characters if you already know your superhero characters. It's really easy to get into, and the art is really easy to look at and read, and it's actually quite pretty to look at as well. So if you're feeling like all I can handle is bubbles right now, this is definitely a book to check out for that. See, I burnt myself on my tea. Like, no. So those were 3 books that I would and have read when I feel pretty dang terrible. However, I feel like even though I've had great experiences reading these books, the main thing that I would go to when I feel sick that's sort of literary related is to just binge watch the Lord of the Rings movies one right after the other. It's encouraging because the characters just keep on pushing on. We're entertained, but it also facilitates laying down and being still for several hours, which you need to do anyway. And to add on to that, if you've watched them as many times as I have, you don't feel bad sleeping through them by accident. Tried and true, get well experience, Lord of the Rings. So that's just an honorable mention, I guess, even though it's not necessarily reading. So anyway, that is my list. I hope you guys enjoyed this very strange impromptu video. And regardless of whatever is going on in my sinuses, I will see you all on Sunday. Thank you for watching.